Welcome to Make the Grade with the Success Doctor, Stephen Green, where you'll discover actionable strategies to help your student to reach their academic goals, to excel at standardized testing, and to plan for the college admissions process painlessly. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Green.
Hey, Dr. Stephen Green, the Success Doctor. You know what? People are putting off what they should be doing. People are procrastinating. People are not planning ahead. People are not looking at their deadlines. Why don't people plan ahead? That's the question. That is the question in today's podcast. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to address it. Why is this on my mind today? Because I run a tutoring and education company. I work with lots of students every day, every week. And sometimes this is the kind of phone call I get. Hi, I would like you to help my child with chemistry. Fill in the blank of the subject. Great. Tell me what's going on. Well, they've got a test tomorrow. And they failed the last 2 quizzes and don't know how to do the homework. All right, way to plan ahead. So here's the thing, seriously. Planning ahead. Why would you plan ahead and how do you plan ahead? It's really a time management skill. If you are a fan or a subscriber or frequent listener to the podcast, you should be well aware that there are three things I espouse all the time. Time management, information management, and daily success action plans. They are the 3 tenets of the maximum education and success system, and they work when people use them. And I don't mean to come across as lecturing here or telling people things they don't already know, but I want to explore it because it seems like when the busiest times happen is when it's the easiest for people to procrastinate and maybe not do what they should be doing. So what would you anticipate? Well, small things, quizzes, larger things, tests, midterms, finals, papers you have to write, applications you might have to do for college or jobs or anything else. Now, of course, I am looking at this as from the perspective of a student or a parent trying to help and mentor their children. So I look at it this way. I look at it as a benefit reward versus a consequence thing. So let's talk about the benefits. What are the benefits of planning ahead? Well, number 1, it reduces stress and anxiety because you're not going to have all sorts of deadlines that are going to give you the stress and anxiety. Oh my gosh, I got a paper due tomorrow. I didn't even start it yet. It's 7 pages long. What am I going to do? I'm going to bet you didn't get assigned the paper that afternoon. Number 2, planning ahead gives you more time to edit, revise, and rework your plans if you have to. So if you're studying for a test and the test is 6 days away, it gives you time, for example, to say, hey, you know what? I really don't understand this one topic within this subject. Let me go see if I can get help with that. Okay? It also, if you're writing a paper, you could rewrite it. Maybe have somebody look at it, have somebody help you edit it, or certainly give you more time to do it yourself. It gives you more control of the situation, planning ahead. It just has to, because now you don't have your back to the wall with all these deadlines. And it's the same thing I've been saying over and over for the last 3.5, 4 minutes. Let's flip it. What are the consequences of not planning ahead? Consequences. Yes. Responsibility. Number 1, and it's just the reverse of what I said before. It increases stress and anxiety. Got a test tomorrow. My paper's due. It's not a fun place to be, whether you like the subject or not. And this is true. I don't care if you're in 2nd grade, 4th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade, senior in college, graduate school, med school, or in business for yourself for that matter. This is all across the board. Second consequence is you have to rush. Haste makes waste. I have seen over and over in my 23 plus years being in education and tutoring, when people rush, they don't put their best effort in, the quality of their work suffers. And subsequently, the grades suffer. And that's the scorecard. That's how you get points, and it helps. The other part is just rushing. You don't want to have to rush. That's a consequence. And lastly, the quality of the work goes down. So there's really no positives that come out of it, and there's almost only positives to planning. So why don't people do it? I wish I could answer that. If you are listening and you are a recidivist, a perpetual putter-offer procrastinator, please reach out to me, sgreen at makethegrade.net. That's SGREENE at makethegrade.net. The Success Doctor wants to know, because I want to help you get beyond this for your own good, to help you. But let's talk about some solutions, okay? And these are really stuff right out of the Maximum Education system. Number one is get a system where you're going to keep track of all the work you have to do. In the book, I recommend just having a notebook. You could also, of course, do it online. You could do it in a cloud-based situation. There's multiple podcasts already dedicated to addressing this. But you need a central location to put your list of things you need to accomplish. Number two is you have to plan. Hey, I got 8 things to do. I got to do some today, some tomorrow, some the next day. I got to look ahead and chunk out. If I have a test in 8 days or 6 days, do a sixth of it or an eighth of it each day. You have to manage your time. You have to have some amount of self-discipline. Okay? Of course, there are a million distractions. And these may be in classes that you don't like, or the teacher is annoying to you, or when am I ever going to use this in my life? I've heard 4 million excuses why people don't want to do their work, but that doesn't absolve you from having to do it. I'm talking really more to students here than to parents, but we're all in this together, right? That's all part of the Maximum Education system. The Make the Grade philosophy is this is a partnership. I am here to try to help you, give you actionable items you can use to maximize your education. If you're a parent, these are things you can bring to your students, your children. If you're a student, things you can just plug in on your own. But so you could plan ahead. You need to manage your time. You need to keep track of your work. And you need to be proactive. There's a lot of ways you can be proactive. Work with other people. Find other people in your class. Make a study group. Maybe you get together once or twice a week, or you have group chats or online meetups where you are kind of helping each other, answering each other's questions. Plan to meet with teachers. Teachers are busy. Yeah, it's their job, but they're really busy. You can't just expect to walk into a teacher's room and say, hey, explain this to me again, if they've got 2 other or 5 other things going on. You may have to schedule those meetings, but they're very, very valuable. You just have to think about it. Tutoring, go to an expert, but respect that they're also going to be busy, and you may not be able to get the help you need if you have a 6-hour notice on what you need. So let's wrap this around. Why do people procrastinate? I'm not here to try to answer that. I just know that it happens. There's really not much good that comes from it, and there's a lot of bad that can come from it. The solution, as I see it, is simple. Get a plan. Keep track of your materials. Plan it out. Look ahead. Anticipate issues. Make arrangements to ameliorate and fix the issues that you have. And then just do this every day, and you'd be amazed how quickly you can turn this stuff around. So I don't have to get oh, my kid's got a test tomorrow. They don't know anything. And can you teach them 3 months worth of fill in the blank on the subject in 1 hour? Thank you. I don't like getting those phone calls, although I do the best I can when I do get them. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. Dr. Stephen Green, the Success Doctor. You can reach me at the email I said before, sgreen at makethegrade.net. Twitter at Make the Grade, Instagram at Make the Grade, Facebook. Search for Dr. Stephen Green or Make the Grade. Please join the Make the Grade support community. If you want more information about that, go to makethegrade.net. You see a common theme? Make the grade. Get to where you want to be. So, wishing everybody a happy week, a happy month, whatever your situation is when you're listening to this. And I will be with you next week. There's some great interviews coming up, by the way. I've got 6 people in the queue. Some have already been interviewed or in post-production on them. Some really interesting, excellent secondary support stuff going on. And this is going to be the year of the community. I hope everybody will consider joining it, participating in the community, the Make the Grade Success community, and let's all work this together. So the Success Doctor, Stephen Green, signing off. Have a great week and stay positive.
You've been listening to Make the Grade with the Success Doctor, Stephen Green. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. For more resources and support, please visit makethegrade.net.